Thank you for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed this at all, please check out the rest of my channel. Leave a like, comment, and maybe even dislike. I won't know. Before we started filming, we were already making fun of millennials a lot. I don't know. That was something we did multiple times. Yeah. Just making fun of millennials. That's probably one of our main sources of humor.
It's so easy.
Now, what I wonder, every time we do it, what I wonder is, what are we doing today? What is Gen Z in general doing today that Gen Alpha is gonna like clown us on? I want to make predictions. Like,
okay.
What are we doing, or what have we done? That's
good.
Not gonna age well.
Yeah. You know what? Butterfly tattoos. Or just butterfly.
100%.
It's such a fad. Butterfly tattoos.
I thought you just said a slur just then, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
it's a faddit.
Oh Jesus.
That one's a little
close.
That was a little tough.
That's pretty bad.
A little hard.
But yeah, no, it's absolutely a fad. That's a good one. The butterfly tattoo.
That's the automatic. Because when I see people do it today, and I'm like, really, like you just on TikTok.
Yeah.
You're just on TikTok.
100%.
Angel numbers. I know girls that have like 444, 333, 222.
That's so bad.
I'm like, dude,
you look like an area code.
You look like a license plate.
No, 100%. It's really corny.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh my God.
I think tattoos in general, like sometimes I think about it, like tramp stamps have come back. And I'm like, they're gonna go away again. Eventually. And do you remember how bad they were? Like they were like the height, like just like just gross.
Yeah, trashy women.
And it's like now we're like, okay, and then it's
like, oh, they're hot. Back. Dude, 2 years.
It'll be a wave.
It was 100%. Remember in Cars, the Porsche had a tramp stamp.
She had a little tramp stamp on her. That was a little weird.
Out of pocket.
Very out of pocket.
Her what is it called? Her trunk opens, and then there's a little tramp stamp, and then Lightning McQueen was like, whoa.
And then Mater just goes, auga, auga, and then just starts.
He goes, daggone! Daggone!
God damn! Lift that trunk for me!
Car damn!
Who is the god in Cars? They have a pope. So they have a god.
A religion.
Yeah,
Catholicism.
Whoa,
yo.
Oh, the study of Carthology. That's crazy. Wow, the god in Cars.
Mitch Jubishi.
Jew. Oh,
I'm just saying.
That is.
And it's funny too because Mitsubishi is like a Japanese, and there's no such thing as a Japanese Jew. Japanese Jews don't exist. No offense to Japanese or Jews, but have you ever seen a Japanese Jewish man or woman?
We should make it happen. Let us know if you're willing, if you're a Japanese person willing to be,
or if you're
the other way around. I'm not saying there's any hierarchy there whatsoever. I'm just saying if either of you are willing.
It's easier to become a Jewish person if you're already Japanese, but if you're just a Jewish person, or if you're just a Japanese guy, or I don't even know. I'm confusing myself.
I think they're both pretty exclusive from what I know.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty exclusive.
I'm trying to think, what other religions are there? Buddhism. Let me see.
Buddhism?
No, Buddhism. Oh, Buddhism. Buddhism.
You said Buddhism.
Buddhism.
You just told everyone your religion is what you did.
Are you? I heard Buddha was just like, I mean, because you know the opioid epidemic in what Asia
China
was very bad.
Yeah.
I heard theories that he was just like hopped up off opioids.
That's very possible. I actually don't know. I don't know much about Buddha, but I do know that people say that about like every religion.
Yeah.
Because you know how people who get into like drugs and like they get into like you know what I'm talking about? They're always just like
psychedelics.
All religions were actually just people who are on a really big trip and like they found their inner core. You know, that's actually one of the biggest rebuttals against Christianity is that all the 500 people that witnessed Jesus resurrected were just having a collective hallucination, which doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
But
without hallucinogens.
Yeah. And for all of them to have the same trip
and see the same thing, and
you might as well just say it was real. Even you know what I mean? Like even if they were tripping.
That's a good.
Like if 500 like potheads showed up to your door and were like, there's a big explosion over there. I'd believe them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be like, you guys are all just potheads. You know what I mean?
It's the
You
drugs.
guys all need to sober up right now. Like 500 people.
Let's get you guys some Taco Bell, and then let's talk later.
let's talk in a couple hours and see how you feel.
You know Ricky Gervais?
No.
You know how there was a British The Office show before there was the American one?
Yeah.
You know Michael, the guy who plays...
Is there like a British
There's a
version?
British Michael.
Okay.
And he's also the producer and writer for the American Office. He's amazing.
He must be a genius.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
But he's a like devout atheist.
Okay.
Like super devout.
Yeah.
And I was watching one of his specials and he was talking about science. And
yeah.
how he believes in science
Yeah.
and numbers and theories and shit. Which is respectable.
That's
okay.
fine, yeah.
But
It's respectable. That's why we went theory.
yeah.
That's why we respect it. That's why we did that.
Yeah. Because they do it to us,
Numbers.
too. 2, 3, 4.
Oh. Zero the hero.
Okay.
First the worst.
Second
the best.
He believes in science and not religion because science doesn't change. And my initial thought, 200 years ago, our science was complete. For pandemics, let's say the pandemic happened 200 years ago. I mean, it did happen, the Black Plague and blah, blah, blah.
And that killed
Everybody.
60 million Europeans.
It killed like 50% of the
killed
human
all of
population.
them. Yeah.
And you know what their science was?
Yeah.
When they had people on their deathbed and blah, 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 they would come in with a bird mask to scare away the disease.
It's really creepy, too. They look like crows.
That's science 200 years ago.
Not that long. It hasn't been
150
that
years
long.
ago,
Yeah.
we thought black people weren't humans.
Yeah.
Because of their dentistry.
To be fair, even the thing we believe today with like Darwinism, right? Darwinism is innately racist, right? Because we believe that there are, because we're humans, right? That means we've evolved from something.
Yeah.
That means there are lesser evolved humans. And who do you think that is? Who do you think is the lesser evolved human?
Indians.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to deny science because I love science. And I think science is like incredible because it's the study of the life that we have. You know what I mean? It's the study of everything. Yeah. It's like incredible. And I love studying everything. And I hate when people make science and then like Christianity or religion in general like two separate entities because they're not. Because in most scientists throughout history, we're believers in God. You know what I mean? Like even the calendar that we have today was created by the Catholic Church. It's easy to say stuff like that when you live in like America or like any Western place or like British or whatever. Like it's easy to say that because you already live in it. You know what I mean? It's like you're already looking through the lens of it. You're living in a Judeo-Christian valued country. I hate it when people say this all the time. They're like, if you need religion to be a good person, then I'm glad you have religion. And I'm like, dude, do you realize the laws that you follow? Like the laws you follow are biblical. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's
Thou shalt not steal. I'm not allowed to steal. I'm not allowed to sleep with my neighbor's wife.
A lot of things that I would want to do.
My neighbor's wife is like at least 70, dude, in dog years. Come on, that'll make her 10.
We tried seeing Eternals. The cast was really diverse.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Which is tight.
Yeah.
They got an Indian.
They had an Indian, Asian lead. Yeah. It is unfortunate though, because I looked it up and it actually turns out like that all the cast members are just Jeff Dunham in a mask.
Even the deaf girl.
Yeah, all of them.
There would be no need.
He's not doing actual. he's not even doing real sign language at all.
What the fuck are you on? Do you think when he dressed up for the Indian person, do you think he had to smell like curry? As well? Do you think that was a part of it just so he's like in character?
Indians get no break in this episode. What is that?
He's like in the dressing room and he's like, oh, he has all the makeup on. He's really dark. He has the hair. And they're like, okay, just one more thing. Raise your arms. And they just have curry powder. They're just. He's like, is this necessary? I don't think this is necessary. I'm sorry. I fucking cried.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I hate my life because we probably can't even include this garbage.
Oh, fuck.
Word association.
Oh my.
Let's go! We're back, baby. Word association. One of us is gonna say a word and the other person has to say the first word that comes to their mind. Go.
I've learned more words.
Okay, you've been reading your dictionary, haven't you?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's good.
The source.
That's good. Yeah.
So I know what's familiar.
Awesome.
Ready? Cardi B.
Big.
That's what the B is for. That's what the B is for. Cardi Big.
Cardi Big.
Cardi Big.
Cardi Big. Cellulite.
Oh, twins.
Now entering the Cellulite twins.
Yeah. Earwax.
Worm.
Worm. Earwax worm. Uterus.
Cleavage.
Hey, look.
That's fair.
Two things. My biggest weaknesses:
My biggest
cleavage
weakness.
and uterus.
Put it together and you get my name, Clevis.
Uterus. Uterus.
That's our names.
Hey.
Clevis and Uterus. Yeah. That's like our rap. We're gonna have a rap album. Clevis and Uterus. Rambunctious.
Clifford.
Clifford the rambunctious dog.
It's just Cardi B painted red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got one more.
Yeah.
George Floyd.
Did it.
What did he do? What did he do? Oh, he was just black, huh? He was just black.
Listen. I'm sorry. What
did he do?
He did it. I don't know. It can mean anything. That's so bad.
George Floyd did it. It's so ingrained. Racism is so ingrained that even to a dead black man, you're like, he did it. He was high off Percocets.
Oh, whatever.
They murdered him. He was trying to use a counterfeit dollar. Yeah, and then they killed him. It's like when they talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, and they're like, the people that he killed, one of them was a pedophile.
He didn't know that.
I don't want to rationalize death.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
think that's fucked up.
It's mental. It's actually mentally ill to rationalize.
And it's like, you know what? I don't want to defend a pedophile, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, yeah, someone died. One of them was a pedophile, and the other one had a history of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Most boomers have a history. Most cops,
most police officers have
a history.
Not just a history, like it's like kind of an ongoing thing with like 40% of police officers being domestic abusers. So it's like, what do you want? Because it's like everyone's gonna have a thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like you can't kill everybody.
Exactly.
It's like that mentality is the reason why we have the law that we have. Like, thank God for the law.
Seriously.
But when you don't give people the opportunity to face justice, then you're just weird. And you're kind of like awful. And I think it's the internet that's sort of made us think this way, because there's no like justice on the internet whatsoever. Like you do something wrong, that's forever, you know? Like there's no coming back from that. It's very interesting because like we try to have both. Like we want freedom. Like I just want the freedom to do whatever I want. That freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. Like literally it's the opposite. It's that you need boundaries, you need rules, and you need regulations.
Even when you think about like OnlyFans, and now they're trying to make sex workers more acceptable. In today's world, there are so many ways to make money. You don't have to be showing nothing.
Especially here, out of all places. I think it comes from an ignorance of like the world. Like you go to Ethiopia and they have a prostitution problem there. Like they have foundations to help women who are out on the street, and it's like, hey, like we can give you a job. And they're like, thank you. They'll take it because they want anything else but that.
Yeah. If I was able to do everything I wanted to do when I was 16,
bad place.
No,
bad
bro.
place.
You know, because I didn't have.
I
wasn't
regret everything.
Yeah, I wasn't in the right, mindset. I hadn't grown in certain ways. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I kind of wanted to just do what other people didn't want me to do. Now I meet people that were very sheltered, didn't have that moment where they're just like, frick it, I'm gonna do what I want. And now they're leaving a digital footprint on OnlyFans, on this, on that.
That's a big thing right now, is that a lot of people have used OnlyFans and have left with barely any money, and are now regretting just like how it's going to affect them in the future. I think it really does come down to like, people think that what is good is freedom. And they think the freedom is the ability to do whatever I want, which it's not. Everyone is going to go to the end of themselves and find themselves at the end, like where it's like you've already found yourself. You've done everything that is out there to do to find yourself. And you're going to come to the end, and it's going to be this brick wall where you're like, there's nothing else. There's nothing more, and it's not even satisfying.
Yeah.
It's like you want to yawn, but you can't. And that's what's going to be the end. And everyone's going to come to that end, and the only answer that's going to be left is that there is an identity for you found outside of yourself. It's not you. There is something that you are craving for that's not in this world. You were already a person. There was an intention in your creation when you were made, when you were born. You had a purpose that God had ready for you, because I've had to deal with that. I've had to come to the end of myself. You did. That's what made you even give your life to Jesus in the first place. Is you were literally hit with a brick wall, and it's like everyone has to deal with that. People always say like Christians forcing their religion. No, people go.
Yeah.
They run.
People run.
They
I ran.
They run. And it's like you drove to my house and immediately like asked me like I need to do it, because it's like once you come to the end of it, once it's the end, once you have nothing else, that's when you realize. Just sometimes that can be too late, because the reality is that there is a devil. Because everyone talks about like the division, bro. That's just the devil. You know what I mean? Like the devil's real, and all this. Oh my God, they're causing division. No, it's the devil. You know what I mean?
He's really good at what he does.
Very good, and he's very good at distracting you. He's literally riding your back all the time with a carrot on a stick, like in Minecraft, and he's just allowing you to follow it. Like
I don't get it.
Stephen Hawking once said that free will was an illusion, and I was like, yeah, you would think that. Yeah.
Wait, is he the?
Yeah. That's
okay. Is that wrong of me to?
Yeah.
I think that's how he looks.
A little. Because it's like kind of weird. Like imagine him like in the lab or whatever, and he's just like, free will is an illusion. We're like, yeah, Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah.
You're in the Matrix.
Sure. Thanks, buddy.
Someone just takes out his batteries. He needs to just.
Free will is an. Everybody dance.
and then Jeff Dunham comes out. And you know those puppets where it's like a crisscross and then there's strings attached to the and he comes out and he's making them dance. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey guys, I'm Stephen Hawking.
Free will's an illusion. Why a genius? Why couldn't they do that to like Simon Cowell or somebody that's just like, if Simon Cowell got what he got, it would bring attention.
Your singing is preposterous. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go check out Less Pain for the Kids as well. That's our second channel that has a bunch of really fun stuff. Yeah. That's like our rap. We're going to have a rap album. Clevis and Uterage.
And
yeah.
I was gonna go farther, but it's no point of saying more if you just can't put it in.
Yeah, that's what she told me. That's what she told me. Yeah.
Okay,
she's the worst.
Our wife.
Our
we have
collective wife.
We have a collective wife.